everyone, it is LE Diecast. We're back for another video. This time around we've got, I believe these are all Matchbox cars. We are still going through the lots. My office upstairs is filled with cars we've not seen yet, or I should say the LE Diecast warehouse is full of cars, to the disdain of my wife, who would really like to have one of her rooms back, but we're still going through some of these cars. Also, we've got a few guests. The Fugitive Seal and the Sea Police are here, and if you don't know what that is, well, you should watch the last video. A little gift from me to the viewers. So it's also Memorial Day weekend. We're having a very nice weekend here in Southern California, so I hope everybody is spending the weekend with their family or appreciating our armed forces and all that they do for us, and we here at LE Diecast appreciate them. And I was going to do something special, but the truth is I just ran out of time and really didn't get back around to it. So we're just going to do a video and take a look at some cars. So first off, we've got Matchbox Superfast Hovercraft. Another one of the kind of iconic Superfast cars. These show up a lot at shows. These two are kind of rare. The first one, this green one here, the brighter green one with the tan base, yeah, it's gonna, in mint condition, this one would probably go for about $5. It's really not worth too much, but it's one of the harder to find ones of the hovercraft. Hovercraft not being one of the more popular of the Superfast. I think that's why there's so many of them. This particular hovercraft model came in about 20 versions, and at first glance, I have a hard time figuring out which one's which. They're all greenish. They come with different colors on the top, everything from chrome to, I think, gold and even a bright orange. Also, the windows, which are very hard to see on this, you can see this one's amber, and I think this one's a purple, if I can get the light to shine through there. The windows are different colors on them, so get yourself a good book if you're collecting Superfast cars. I find the Superfast cars to be a little bit more difficult than the Hot Wheels to figure out what I'm looking at, just because the numbering on the Superfast, well, all the Matchbox cars into the 90s is just goofy. And I'll maybe do a video to explain the numbering on them someday, but quite honestly, I'm not sure I understand it myself. And there's just so many variations on the same car, where the Hot Wheels cars tend to come out kind of in a year. They might have 3-4 variations. The Matchbox cars come out over, say, a decade, and there might be 40 variations. So it's probably why I enjoy the Matchbox cars a little bit more than the Hot Wheels, just because they're a little bit more interesting to collect, I think. But that's just me. The avocado one here in the back is a little bit harder to find. It's got the rescue labels on top. This one was in real good shape. I think I paid $1 for it. And this one probably goes for $6-7 in the shape that it's in. It's a little bit harder to find. So they're not in perfect shape, but these are the best ones I've seen of these. By the way, they do roll, and they roll fairly fast. They've got these little tiny little wheels, but they've got that super fast suspension on them. So very happy to have found those. Next, the Ford F-150. And this little guy, we have seen a lot of these over about the last 10 videos. I think we've seen probably 10 of them. This particular one came in a 5-pack, and it's got the red paint job, red, white, and blue paint job, and the chrome roll bar. There were a lot of these F-150s made. Most of them just have different tampos. This guy's really not worth anything. Next up, we've got this guy in here. Sorry, Captain of the Sea Police there. Just a second. Lamborghini Diablo. This one also came in a 5-pack. I really should have seen if this one came in the same 5-pack as the truck you just saw, but I did not check that, so maybe somebody can tell me. I got them at the same place, so it's possible. This one not worth anything either. This one does have, although I don't know if I can get it to work. Here, just a second. Yeah. It does have the opening trunk, if you could see in there, although it doesn't open much. I don't want to scrape the paint on it. This one is not hard to find. Really, I picked it up because of that crazy paint job. It's like snow bouncing off of it. Next, one of the real finds I had from the show. First off, it's really not worth anything, so it's not a find because it's worth too much. But was this Porsche 935. It's also called the racing Porsche. You can see it's a very wide car. I don't know the year on this, but with those wheels, this was probably somewhere in the late 80s, early 90s, I'm guessing. It looks like one of the Universal cars. I also said I would get a shot of the bottom, and I keep forgetting. I know you Matchbox guys know the bottoms. All the action's on the bottom. This one's made in Macau. And if you're a diehard collector, you've probably figured out by now this one's not worth anything. But this particular car, in pretty near any other color combination or window color or wheel type, would have been worth a lot. It's just this particular color and wheel and window, clear window, those wheels, that color, nope, not worth too much. So, but it's going in my collection. For the new viewers, I collect the Matchbox cars. I'm a die-hard Superfast collector. I also collect Hot Wheels. Obviously, the show is mostly about Hot Wheels. But Matchbox beat out Hot Wheels for me just a little bit for my collection, because I keep all the Matchbox cars that I can find. So, Turbo Fury. This is the best shape I have seen one of these in a long time. I have a few of them. And the collectors know that the propellers on the back, very hard to find them in good shape. Oh, there's just one little piece missing. I do actually have an extra one of those that I got off of an older one that was trashed. And I have it, and I thought about replacing it, but you can see I have not, and I'm probably not going to, because this one's just in too good a shape. The Roll-O-Matic, which means if I roll it, you'll see those little propellers move, and that is because there is a little pin right there that clicks on a little gear or a little roll thing, and it makes those wheels move. That's the Roll-O-Matic action. This one is hard to find, and it's in real good shape. A lot of things go wrong with this particular model. First of all, when it rolls over and scrapes, this top part just gets destroyed on concrete. So you see a lot of them that are just destroyed. Also, the old Superfast have stickers. That is not a tampo. It's actually a sticker. And those come off if you get them wet, or if you handle them a lot, they really get scraped up. So if you're collecting the Superfast cars, those stickers are hard to find in mint shape. Short of getting it right out of the box, you're not going to find them in mint shape. Also, as we said, the little back pieces tend to get trashed. On this one, there is no bumper on the front, so that paint on the front really gets chipped up on them. But very happy to find this one. This one can go for, in mint shape, it'll go for around 20 bucks. 10 to 20 bucks in mint shape. This one's not mint, but that's about as good as I'm going to find. So very happy to find that one. I had one of those when I was a kid. I still have my cars from when I was a kid. I had about 50 cars. I still have almost all of them, and that's one of them. Mine is not in that good a shape. Next, a BMW M1. This guy I was real happy to find. Not because it's worth anything. It's really not. I just don't have it for my collection. It has two versions of this particular casting, and you'll see a lot of these with an opening hood and a lot of them with a closed hood. And about halfway through the production of this guy, not this particular color, but this particular casting, they sealed up the hood. So there's two kind of versions of the same car. This one, again, not really worth anything. He's a dollar car, even if he was probably a mid shape, but a nice car nonetheless. This one, I actually paid a little bit more for this one. I thought about it. I put it back. I usually don't pay too much for these. I try to find them pretty cheap. I paid $5 for this guy, and that's about as much as I'll ever pay. But I was pretty sure I wasn't going to run across it again. And it's not worth any more than $5. That's not a great deal. I just was pretty sure I wasn't going to see it again. This one's the, is it Police Patrol? I think he's called Police Patrol. Yeah, Police Patrol. Another Roll-O-Matic. And I know all the diehards know what a Roll-O-Matic is, but for you folks that are just getting into collecting, I'll show you and see if we can get it to work. Here, maybe if we roll, watch his little siren there, and his little siren clicks and rolls because of that little action stuff that it does when it rolls. I had a white one of these when I was a kid. The beige ones I never see at the shows. This one's got frosted windshield, which is kind of rare with these Matchbox cars. It's got some, I guess that's French writing on it. Yeah, so happy to have that one. Next up, we've got ourselves this little guy. He is a Mercedes 350 SL. This guy is cool and hard to find in good shape because he's got a little convertible. And you can see, actually, I was going to say he's a convertible. I didn't know that. He's a convertible because he's broken. I think that's supposed to be glued down. Anyways, mine's now a convertible. You can see it's supposed to be attached. Oh, that's funny. I was so happy to find it and figure out it was a convertible. I never actually got to handle one of these. No, you know. No, I don't think he's supposed to lift up. Anyways, he's in mint shape besides that. We can glue him. Somebody tell me if he's supposed to lift up, but I don't think it is. This one comes in two versions, an amber window and a clear version, and I think this is the amber window. But to tell you the truth, a lot of times those windows turn amber over time. So I'm pretty sure that's the amber version. Yeah, you know, he's not worth too much in the shape he's in, but I don't have one, and he's going in my collection. So love me those old Superfast cars. Next, a Fantastic, and this one is a lot of people's favorite Superfast car. This one is kind of interesting. It was, I think, a real concept car, and it had something to do with a Corvette body, I think. I did not look that up, but that is the story I've been told by wise men on top of the mountain at shows. And I had one of these. Here's mine from when I was a kid. And what's neat is this one came with a huge engine and without. Here's another one that I have. And what you'll notice is that they're all orange. And the Fantastic came in, I swear, maybe 15 different versions. They're all orange. The windows are different colors. Some have engines. The stickers are different. But they're all orange. And I don't know why they're all orange. I am assuming maybe the original was all orange if there was an original car. So I don't know. This one must have had a sticker because there is no version that I know of that doesn't have a sticker, and whoever took the sticker off did a great job, because I looked at this one and I was pretty sure there was no sticker residue on there. They must have used Gooby Gone on that guy, because I don't know which one this is. There's lots of versions with the blue-green window, so I don't know. His wheels would have had silver on them. There is no version with just black wheels, as far as I know. Again, I know some of you know way more about these Superfast cars than me, so post below. A white Diablo. Let's change the contrast settings there on that so we can see him. There he is. Not worth much. This one, I think, was one of the last versions. It's got a really nice pearl white coating on it. He's in pretty good shape. Little chip there. Again, I can fix these white ones up as long as they only have little flea bites. I can fix them up. This one of my favorites from the show. I know a few of my friends are going to want this one, and I don't think you can have it because I'm going to keep it. This is a Mercedes 500 SEC, and it was the first version of this that was put out. Opening doors, blue interior. Very nice casting. Look at the detail on the back of these things. I mean, that's like a premium model by today's standards. And they only sold for $1, and I only bought it for $1. So when you go to these car shows, you can pick up a premium car like this. By the way, it needs to be cleaned up. There's a little bit of dirt on top. Those aren't chips. That's just dirt. You know, I picked these up for $1. That's way better than going to Walmart and buying a new car. Silver Shadow, or did I get that right? Is this a Silver Shadow? Yeah, this is a Silver Shadow. This is a Silver Shadow 2, I think. Interesting thing about this car, besides his doors open, there we go, is this one came out in the old Lesney series. with the old Lesney wheels on it, and then they used basically the same casting and put Superfast wheels on it, and then it survived all the way into the 90s with the newer wheels. So this particular casting was around a long time. I think this is the first of the versions with the Superfast wheels. I have one other like this one. Pretty sure it's the same. So we will see. Oh, you know what? He needs some cleaning right there. I just noticed that. I do clean the cars up before the video, but when I'm looking at them in close-up here in the video, sometimes I notice things about them. Next up, some 4x4 Chevy vans. Only thing interesting about this one, I think this one came in, I want to say a 5-pack, I'm not sure. But this one, the CocaCola casting with the drunken bear playing pool here with his sons. That's just my version. I think this one is worth a little bit more. There were two versions of this, and somebody can tell me. I'll show you the bottom. Because there is this one, which is a China base, and there was one that is a Mattel China base. And I think this is the China base. So somebody tell me. Worth about $3 more if that's the case. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm going to keep it. But this one goes in the 4x4 van collection. We've got a lot of them. Next, and hopefully it won't cut out, my video's got to be getting close to the end, and in honor of the Sea Police, we have 3, I can count, Sea Fires. And interesting thing about these are all Superfast cars. They're all Superfast. They all have their little plastic pieces here, which are hard to find. This one you've seen in a previous video. These two I picked up at the show just to show you that there was such a version as one without people and one with a little driver. Same casting, it's just they got rid of the little driver, and I assume because of the small part issue. You know, kids eat those little drivers and they choke and they die, and so that's not good. And so they got rid of them. But the blue-green one, this one came in a 5-pack. This one I think is just part of the main lines. This one is worth a little bit more. Not much more. But both of these would have come with a trailer originally. And it would have been like a little boat trailer. I don't have the little boat trailer, sadly. I don't even have any extras. So there you go. I'm going to get through before it cuts out on me. Again, this is Ellie Diecast. You have a great Memorial weekend. Thank you, everybody. We have just passed 800 subscribers. There will be fun and excitement coming along with that in the next few videos, so keep an eye out for that. And you all have a great weekend. Bye-bye.